welcoming in everybody that's watching us on YouTube. You're most likely watching this on the replay. And if that is the case, feel free to ask any questions in the comments. If you like watching reseller stuff, then this is a good channel for you to hang out in. So make sure you follow it, subscribe, tell your friends about it. Yeah, we're going to welcome in our TikTok friends here. So if you are watching this on the replay, which like I said, you probably are, feel free to fast forward a little bit until we get to the meat and potatoes of this, because we got to welcome in our TikTok family. All right, let's get that going. All right, we are on TikTok and we are waiting to see who the first person's going to be that pops up today. Let's see who it's going to be. Who's it going to be? Ooh, I almost hit a note there. That was like unprecedented. I don't hit notes very often. All right. Nilly made it in here. Nilly is the first one in today. Auntie's Crafty Corner, you made it second. Like literally you and Nilly joined like almost at the exact same moment. Amanda is here and Gavalicious. Hello, I'm happy to see you today, Auntie. Sweet Briar Farms. Ooh, that makes me want some organic good vegetables. Amanda, hi. Brittany, hey, how's it going? Welcome in. Hey, Donna. Yeah, so we're going to be shipping today. I'm just waiting a second here for everybody to get on. We have a ton of eBay orders today. eBay actually beat out Depop today, which is crazy because I usually have double the Depop compared to eBay, but eBay just nudged out a ton today by like triple the amount, actually quad the amount today on eBay. So that's pretty crazy. Missed the garage sale finds. Oh my gosh, Auntie. Dude, I have probably been to like 3,000 garage sales now. I have never, maybe more, ever come across as much made in the USA and as much vintage fire as what I got on Saturday garage sailing. We counted 36 garage sales, but after seeing what I got, I think it might have been a few more. I think it was close to like over 40. We spent $132 and we will easily clear when Justin and I were loading it into the garage because we've got so much stuff to photograph, you guys. I have probably 1,000 pieces right now to go through. It's become a hoard. It's probably $2,000 worth of stuff. So aunties, I am sad you missed it too, because it was an epic unboxing. I think what I'll do is some of those fire pieces, I think I'm going to pull out and do a video on, because we got like literally 1970s and 80s jackets, like crisp. It's crazy. I think we ended up with an ostrich vest, like just such rare things. Vicky's here. Vicky, I see you. Yo, Jem. I like Jem always does yo-yo. I always know it's Jem. Nobody could ever pirate Jem's account unless they know to do the yo-yo. Hey, Shayna and Linda. All right, you guys, let's kick this off. So how did our weekend go? So this is everything that sold from Friday night through this morning. And like I was saying, it's so weird. eBay beat out Depop by like a giant margin. Let's see, what is the date today? Today's the 23rd, I think. Yeah, so we're kind of in between paydays. Depop for me really gets hopping on like the 2nd or 3rd of the month. And then like the 16th through like the 20th is usually pretty crazy for Depop. Sometimes 16th through the 19th. It just depends on the month. And I think it's because of the demographic age on there. So Depop is usually between like 18 and 30 is about the age group that I seem to notice. There's some 35. I shop on Depop and I'm older than that, but that's generally the age. So they're either waiting for, payday. They're waiting for, to be able to get their monthly stipend or whatever they get. So that's usually when I see it. Whereas eBay is a little bit more kind of just steady through the month. It doesn't seem to matter as much. Yeah, Jim, LOL. Gracious is here, Linda. Okay, guys, we're going to kick this off on eBay. Let's get over to our sales here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you through kind of what is selling, what has sold. This is meant to be helpful for y'all to be able to beef your stores up and get even more sales. So if you have any questions while we're doing this, please don't be shy. Feel free to ask. If I miss the question, feel free to ask again. If you are a fellow reseller in here and you have a thought, opinion, or idea on that question or an answer, please answer. There's no wrong answers. We all do this business so totally and completely differently. I sell totally different things than any other reseller that I know. And that goes for a lot of y'all in here. So totally fine to put your opinion out. Okay, let's kick this off with eBay. So the first thing we sold today is a hard good. Now, you guys know if you follow me on here that I generally do more clothes, but I do pick up hard goods. So if I'm at a garage sale or a rummage sale or a flea market or a church sale or something like that, and I see hard goods for sale that I know will sell or that I'm comping at the time, then I 100% will pick them up. And this is a good example of that. So I went to our little local flea market here where I live. Now, will I go back? It was really reseller prices, to be honest. I can turn and burn in garage sales and get stuff for $0.25 and $1. So going to the flea market for me, I've only been one time. I've been twice now. One time I did get a whole bunch of stuff because the guy wanted to close out his booth. But the other time I picked up this and I think one other thing. So what this is this is a Dale Earnhardt #8 inflatable blow up race car. And I can't show you a picture of it because it's never been taken out of the package. It just has a little opening here. But what this is like one of those giant kind of blip things that grows as it like gets big that you blow up and you put it like in your garage or something like that. So yeah, let's grind. Exactly. So this I got at the flea market for, I think I spent like $3 on it. It sold for 20 over on eBay. And then they paid a pretty good amount for shipping. So we may make a little bit of money on the shipping there. Let's take a look here and see. I think this is definitely over £1. So we're going to be shipping this in pirate ship. Now, where I live in Texas, it is less expensive for me to ship anything that's over £1 in pirate ship. If you're wondering what pirate ship is, all you got to do is Google pirate ship shipping. And I should probably put a link in my Linkater Treatator so that you can find it easily. It's free to sign up. It doesn't cost you any money. And you can get labels and stuff out of there and usually for a discount. Now, that being said, when I was living up in Washington State, up in Seattle, and I was shipping out from there, eBay, the internal eBay prices a lot of times were less expensive, or I shipped a lot of stuff like priority from there. But where I'm at now, it's always less expensive for me. So if it's over £1, I'm going to be doing it in pirate ship. Carissa, Mike, I sent you a message too. Hey, Kristen. Okay, so this is going to Michael in Wisconsin, and we're just going to put this in a poly mailer. I think I am going to go ahead and just put a very thin layer of foam around it just because I don't want it to accidentally get like punctured or something on the conveyor belt. Now, a lot of you are going to be like, oh my gosh, that's so expensive to use that kind of foam. I got this for free. I have like 40 rolls of this, so I have no problem using it. I got it from a place in town here. They put the letters on like road signs. And so when they get the metal pieces, it comes in this. So I'm going to encourage you guys, if you're looking for packing materials, it's always good to think about going to Dollar Tree or, behind in the dumpsters to get boxes or whatever. But don't snooze on going to someone like the industrial places that make like furniture in your area, furniture stores, stuff like that. And just ask them if they have any materials, like packing and shipping materials, because they just check that stuff out anyways. Nobody that's working there is probably a reseller. So what are they using this for anyways? So, recycle, reuse. I also include a little thank you card. Now, when I first got started, I didn't have the money to make these. So I wrote thank you on a Post-it note and put it in there. And then I always include stickers. These are like my favorite brand. If you're wondering about these, they're in the old Linkater and the old BioE. and you can go over to the Smile store and check them out. I have bought so many stickers now. I can tell you what brands are good and what brands are literally, you're going to get ridiculous stickers. So this is going to go in here. We're going to put that there. And I didn't know you can use pirate ship and buy instead of buying a label on eBay. Yeah, Ashley, you can. So I do all of my Depop and all of my eBay shipping outside of it. So I do it in pirate ship. Mercari, Poshmark, and Grailed, that's all internal. So you got to unfortunately use their system, and they just send you a label. It's nice on Poshmark because of course it's all in priority, which makes it like super fast to ship. But I prefer selling stuff. My favorite place to sell stuff is Depop because the fees are not there. Same thing with Mercari, except for on Mercari, I can't pad my shipping. So I always pad like a couple dollars. Oh, wow, you guys, we just reached our live goal already. Holy smokes, we just started. I need to start dreaming bigger, guys. I need to start putting bigger goals up there for you guys to reach. Oh, how did we do that? There is somebody coming on here, and I don't know how to make that stop. I don't know how to do that. Somebody accidentally joined, and I have no idea how they did that. So we're just going to keep going. Anybody know how to make that stop? I literally have never done this before where I've had another person on. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm not sure what happened, but here we go. There, I did. Thanks, gracious. I've never done like a duo thing before. So, oh, hello there. Yeah, I found it. Thank you, gracious. I was like, I thought if people requested to come in, I had to like approve it or something, but that was weird. Anyways, okay, so we're back. All right, so this is going in here. Like I said, we paid a couple dollars at the flea market, sold for 20, and I have a feeling we're going to make just a little bit of money on that shipping. Hey, Jay Vera. Hey, Denise. Hey, you guys. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see what we got here. My poly bags, if you're curious what brands I use, again, just go the old Linkater and the old BioE on the wall. You can go to the Smile store and see the brand I use. The reason I like this brand is because they literally don't tear. I have bought so many different brands of poly bags at this point, and these are definitely the best brand. And then the other brand I use, like you guys are going to see a lot of the clear packaging today. It's a brand called Spartan, and they are my favorite. And again, you can find that on the Smile store through the old Linkater. Okay, so we're going to go to padded envelope poly bag. This is, we kept this under 2 pounds too, you guys. Oh, it's so close to being 2 pounds. Oh, I'm nervous. Nope, we're going to mark it at 2 pounds. When in doubt, round up. I'd rather pay an extra 50 cents than end up with a naughty puppy mark and then telling me that it is not the correct weight, because you know that's going to happen. Our length is 12 by 11 on this. And let's see what we've got for a price on here. Like I said, this is going to Wisconsin. Looks like we're paying $7.94 for that. So we're going to buy that label, and then we will take a look and see what they paid for it. I'm going to copy that, print label, and here we go. Denise says, I'm sorry, it was me, big fingers. No worries, Denise. Hey, I'd invite you in, but yeah, I don't even know how you do that. So I don't even know how to get on someone else's. They had to, when I did Arizona and Hustles, they had to like invite me in, and I couldn't figure out how to get the camera going on. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Gracious says, sell what's in your house. Yeah, that's how I started out. That is how I started out. I sold stuff from my mom's. I had a ton of her stuff, and then I was going to Goodwill and thrift stores at the beginning until I realized I could get better deals at garage sales. I don't know if you guys saw my video from yesterday. I just kind of felt like I needed to do a little like, you got this video, because I had a couple people send me messages just saying, you know, I'm having a really hard time selling. I don't know what I'm doing. I feel really frustrated. I've listed a bunch of stuff and nothing's happening. So I wanted to just like give a little bit of love out. But on that video, I showed you guys one of the very first things I ever sourced. It was a glass popcorn maker thing. I also got a anti-mold kit, some other like hard good kitchenware stuff I had no business getting. We all get stuff in the beginning that we probably regret. That popcorn maker, by the time I packaged it up in a box big enough for it to not break, I literally lost like $10 on that thing, but I stuck with it. So if you're feeling frustrated or anything like that, I promise you got this. It just takes time. It's like any business. If you could be a success overnight, everybody would be doing this, right? Okay, so we're going to copy this, and everybody is not doing this. When I tell people I am a reseller online, people that are outside of our community are like, what does that even mean? I think sometimes we forget because we're all friends with each other. Like, oh, we think there's so many resellers. There really isn't. Like, I go out garage selling every weekend, and the only time I ever know I run into a reseller is when I see someone that's like, hey, do you got any video games? I'm like, that's a reseller. You know, that's a reseller. Okay, so let's take a look. He paid $10.67 for shipping. So we made about $3 on the shipping on this. And the great thing about that is that helps to cover the cost of what I bought it for. So it's literally just profit. Or you can look at it like it covers the cost of the eBay fees, gas to and from, so on and so forth. I got no shame in padding my shipping a little bit. Every other store in America does it as well. Okay, so save and continue. Next up, we've got a pair of 1994 vintage USA. Let's take a look here. What SKU is that? 585. Cool beans. Let's take these out and take a look. So these are 517. So 517s are usually a boot cut model. In these older ones, they're boot cut or flare, depending on what you want to call it. This is the old black tabs. This wasn't an orange tab. I've had these in the orange tab, but you can tell the year on a Levi's if you pop open the tag here. Look for the 4 digits after the 3-digit button code. So in this, it says 0494, which means that these were created and or sold in April of 1994. I picked these up for, oh man, I think I got these in a lot of Levi's I found at a garage sale. So we probably paid like 50 cents maybe for these. I would say probably 50 cents. They sold over on eBay for $28.50 plus shipping. So I got a nice little profit on that. I love doing bundle deals at garage sales. So if you're at a garage sale and you see a couple things you might be interested in getting, this is how I work it. I say to the person like, hey, what do you got on t-shirts? And they usually say, oh, $1. I say, oh, great. Hey, I was thinking I could like put everything in a pile and then we could maybe come up with a bundle deal or something. How does that sound? And that really works for me. The other tactic that works is like, if I create a bundle, would you be willing to give me a discount? Just remember that if I would probably, if I were you, write that down. Why do I know these things? I did marketing for years. Literally years upon years upon years. That's what I did before I did this. So I just know a lot of weird little tricks and tips that can help you take them or leave them, but they definitely have served me well over the years. If I would you, and how does that sound? Always takes the cake. This person got a cute little sticker, cute little turtle sticker, and we're going to go get shipping label. Now these are going to be over a pound, easy peasy. So we're going to go ahead and pop over to pirate ship. Let's take a look here. Poshmark is much easier, but it takes higher fees. Gracious is absolutely sure, absolutely correct. This is me when I sell something on Poshmark. Because I know the fees. So I started putting my stuff up about $1 extra on Poshmark. I already don't sell a ton of stuff over there. So I got no problem with putting $1 or $2 extra over there because I got to cover those fees. The people over there are getting sweet shipping deals anyways. I don't do discounted shipping anymore either. I was losing money. I was selling things for $12 and getting like $6 after the discounted shipping, or I'd sell something for $30 and I'd get, $21. And I'm like, this is insane. I'm not giving you $9. So I stopped doing that. Jennifer, I'm happy to see you. I wish there was a reseller field trip. Oh man, that would be so much fun, wouldn't it? That would be so fun. Let's see. The most important thing is to get started. Exactly. And you know what? Here's the thing. You're gonna fail a little bit at the beginning, but you're not actually failing, you're learning. I am telling you, I literally lost money on my first sales because of what I paid for the sourcing, what I put for the shipping. My pictures were terrible. My old pictures, I got a white sheet on a table, a white sheet on the backdrop. They aren't steamed. There's just creases everywhere. A lot of my pictures have the measuring tape in it, or a pin. Like, oh my goodness. And I'm still going through and fixing all those old listings. I probably have like another 100 or two to like go through. And that wasn't even that long ago that I was doing that. So, we all start somewhere for sure. Like, give yourself some grace. The only way to fail is to quit. So as long as you don't quit and you just keep going, you're going to succeed. I promise you will do it. If this hot mess can do it, anybody can do it. Okay. This is going to Subin, what a neat name, in New Jersey. So we're going to New Jersey today. And let's see, we're going to type in perfect. And I'm going to look at this address too, because I literally have been having so many issues with my stuff not copying over correctly. So good, we're good. I need to stop, take a second, look, make sure it's right. Yeah, I never should have waited so long. Yeah, I know. My son was doing this like successfully for like 6 months before I even like considered doing it. And now I'm looking back, I'm like, oh man, I just wasted that time, right? Can you sell used makeup, untouched, or perfume too? That depends. So that's a really good question. And actually, if you don't follow Tuition Ain't Cheap, she does a ton of like perfumes and stuff like that. So there is a new rule, and that's so funny you asked that, because I just came across this the other day. Let me see if I can find it, because it was something that I did not know. So she put up a thing because, she sells a ton of perfumes and stuff like that. And let's see, did I save it in my screenshots? Oh, no, I can't remember. Did I save it? Oh, man. Go over to her page and see if you can find it, because let me look in my saved stuff in Facebook here. Let's see. Okay, yeah, I found it. All right. So she sells like a lot of perfumes and lotions and stuff like that. Sorry, I wanted to take a second and find this because I didn't know this, you guys. And a lot of you resellers in here may not know this either. So this is eBay's new policy. At least it seems new to a couple people that have said that it looks new to them. I don't usually sell perfumes and lotions, so I don't know how long this has been in existence. But it says you can list new cosmetic items or opened but unused, not tested cosmetic items on eBay. Okay. The only exception to this eBay policy is used spray perfumes and spray foundations. We also do not allow items which are applied with a brush, tissues, or applicator. So according to this, it looks like you can sell perfumes and spray foundations over there as long as they are it doesn't even seem like they have to be new, because what it looks like to Tuition Ain't Cheap is that you can sell them. You're not supposed to sell unused, or you're not supposed to sell opened items unless it's used spray perfumes and spray foundations. This post is over on Facebook. If you guys want to find her, it's Tuition Ain't Cheap, and read it as you want. She put a whole post up in there, so she's a good person to ask about that. It's a new rule. Before it was only Mercari. Yes, because she said she's going to go back through and list a bunch of stuff over there. I don't sell that kind of stuff. So I didn't know the answer to that either. But I just came across that post and I saved it because I was like, oh man, somebody's going to ask that question someday. And it just happened. So I'm like, I know I've got it in here somewhere for you guys. Okay, so we're still on those pants. Let's take a look. These are tab 1 pound, 1 ounce. So we're just over the pound, but that's okay. They're going to have paid $8.50 for shipping on this. And our shipping is going to be, it looks like $7.21. So we made about $1.30 on this here. Foxy, I'm happy to see you. Okay, let's get this. And thanks everyone that's helping in the chat too with any of these questions, especially with stuff like that, because it's not something I know about. I will always let you know. So if it's something I know, I'll give you my opinion. If I don't know, I will straight up tell you I don't know, because I don't want to be passing out any incorrect information. And I certainly don't know as much as other resellers, unless it comes to Levi's. I definitely feel like I'm pretty up on that one. Or vintage Y2K clothing. You got a question about that? I'm your girl. Okay, let's take a look here what we've got next. We're headed over back over to eBay. We got tons of sales on eBay today. Like, just eBay went literally bananas. I don't know if y'all sold. How many things are you guys shipping out? Did you guys have a lot of eBay stuff today, or what was your deal today? I am curious. Okay. Next thing we got here is a 2017 Houston's Astro World Cup. I will take a look at this to show you what it is. I don't want to take it out of this bag because it's going to be a pain in the tuchus to roll back up. So this is a 2017 Houston Astros. Let me get away from the person's, there we go. So this is what it looks like here. It's just a little 3/4 zip with a mock neck, fleece outside made of polyester. This kind of stuff does well for me. Anything that's like a sports thing that's dated, championship, anything like that. I got this for free. So I had gotten like 2 or 3 boxes of free clothes from a lady in town here. And this was one of those items. How did I score that? It was a random thing I saw on Facebook Marketplace. There had been like 8 other people that said that they would come pick this up from this woman, and no one ever did. So of course, I did. And she was happy to get rid of it, and I was happy to take it off of her hands. Okay, so we've got a cute little sticker here. We got some ocean waves there. That's going in the bag in a poly. I had this listed for $21.85. It sold for $16. I got no problem with taking 20 or 25% off. I get my stuff. My cost of goods is so insanely low because of the fact that I do mainly garage sales and yard sales. For instance, I think Justin and I figured it out. I think we're taking home around a little over 4,000 take home, between 4,000 and 4,500 right now, take home every month doing this. That's profit. That's after all the fees and all that kind of stuff. And my cost of goods is literally probably in an entire month, like maybe $600. So I'm okay with, and I'm not saying that to, create anything. If you're making $5, great. If you're making $40,000 a month, that's awesome too. That's just where I'm at. And, so I got no problem with discounting stuff down because I'm getting it for just such an inexpensive price. Now, if I had got this at the thrift store for, $7 or $8, I would not have marked it down that much. But my cost of goods on this, I got it for free. So it's just all profit on that one. This is going to be, oh man, it's just £1. We are running into that all day today. Yeah, I get, this is only 15.3. Let's take a look. Yeah, I'm going to call this 15, actually. Like, I think we're good on this one. Did I miss anything? Hustle says eBay was good this weekend. Yeah, it really was. Like, it was hopping. My eBay is not usually this crazy, but thank you for encouraging everyone to tap, Vicky. I appreciate it. eBay realized they were missing out on a ton of money, so they updated their policy. That could be what's going on, because like Depop was quiet for me over the weekend. I generally sell anywhere between like 4 to like 6 things a day over on Depop, and I got hardly any sales over there this weekend. So, and it was all eBay. So I was like, what is going on? So that makes sense. Watched and learned a long time before you started. I did that too. Yeah, Hustle, you had a good weekend too. Do we pay taxes on our profits? Yeah, and that's a rabbit hole, Fox, I don't even want to go down. I am not the person to ask about like taxes, spreadsheets, or any of that. I am a hot mess when it comes to all that, and I will admit that is definitely not my strong suit. So I would suggest talking to somebody like accountant, or maybe taking a look. I know that there's a lot of really good YouTube videos probably on that. I'm just not the person that should ask. £1, 15 ounce, same price should be. Yeah, I was just worried it was going to go like 101, but I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. We're close, but we're not there. So yeah, it should be the same. It should be the same. Let's take a look. £1. Let's take a look here. We've got 10 by 9. let's see, 10 tab, 9 tab. I always get so worried that a postal worker is going to put their finger on something and it's going to take it from being 1 pound to like 1 pound, 1 ounce, or almost an ounce. And they're going to say it's not good because their fingers on the scale or something. But I mean, sometimes you just got to risk it for the biscuit. And I think I'm going to call this a pound. So they paid $6.99 for shipping. We are paying $6.16. So we made about 70 cents on that, which is great. Again, we got this for free. So this was just a straight up all profit. Hustle says, yeah. Yeah, I watch those people weigh the stuff at the post office and I'm just like, your finger is on that. Thank you. When I first started doing this, and I don't know what y'all think about this, but when I first started doing this, I would wait at the post office until they did each of my packages and scanned them in. I don't do it now. I know it's probably a naughty puppy. I just do the drop off. And I just risk them never scanning it. I haven't had any issues, knock on wood, with this post office. Because if I had to wait in line, we have 45,000 people in our area and one little tiny post office with 2 counters. I would literally be there for like 2 hours. So I don't wait anymore. I used to wait, but I would watch what they would do with the scale. And I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Misty, hi. Hustle says, I understand. Do you cross-list your items? Absolutely, I cross-list my items. I look at it this way. I'd rather have a store on eBay, a store on Depop, a store on Poshmark, Mercari. I'd rather have stores all over the place than just one store, right? So when you have all those other stores, you're hitting all sorts of different kinds of people. I use the self-service kiosk, never had an issue. Yeah, we don't have that. Also follow these other sellers too. Yeah. So Gracious, that's a great point. There is a whole mess of resellers in here right now for you to follow. And they each have such amazing advice. Like I learned from Frenchie yesterday how to ship a Coca-Cola bottle if it has liquid in it. I learned from Spencer a couple really crazy high-end brands I didn't even know about. Hustle has he does interviews with resellers. I think it's every Thursday. Is it every other Thursday? Hustle, when do you do those? So there's a ton of people in here to follow, and you're going to get some great advice. Saving Jennifer, give her a follow. Gracious, give her a follow. God's a whole mess. I'm a whole mess too. You know that. Dawn, happy to see you. Okay, our next item here is going to be a pair of Levi's. Y'all know it's got to be Levi's Day because your girl sells so much Levi's. I love selling Levi's. I always find them and they always sell for me and I always make money. So they make me very happy. So this is a pair of, we got a couple more pairs of Levi's in here. All right. This is a pair of 2020 Levi's 505 regular fit. And I'm assuming we've got some newer resellers in here. So I'm going to go over this just really quick. How to date the newer Levi's. So I showed you how to date the older Levi's. On the newer ones, it's even easier. So if you pop open, and you'll know that they're newer if they have these long silky tags, that'll just tell you it's a more modern year. So if you look at the tag here, you're going to see where it says CW right there. So CW. And then it's got 4 numbers after it. And on this one, just a second, I got to put on my glasses here. It says 1020, which means that these were created the 10th week of 2020. So these are only about 4 years old. So these are definitely modern, still a really nice, rich, dark black color or blue color. And what's really cool about these is I sold these to a person, and then and this is why it's so important to put the date of your stuff in your listing, because I had sold him one pair, he saw that I had another pair of 2020s in the exact same size and went in and bought another pair like 5 minutes later. So what I am going to do, and this is just a me thing, you don't have to do this, but what I do is if someone purchases something and they don't buy 2 items at the same time on eBay, it's going to charge them shipping twice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these together and then I'm going to send him over a little refund. I'm not going to send him the total refund, but I am going to send him a little bit of refund on that. I do that whenever I do my multiple quantity stuff. Like I've got, for instance, I've got like 3 pairs of 511 tacticals. I think they're the same size. I'm not sure. We got to take a look, but I'm going to put quantity 3, and then I go into the setting, or I go into eBay, and this just goes for eBay, but I go into eBay, go into that listing, I go to edit, and then if you scroll down at the bottom, you'll see shipping. It'll say, you know, $8.50 to ship, and then it'll say next item $8.50. You can change that right there and just make the next item like $2, and it'll encourage people to buy another pair at the same time because they're going to get that shipping discount. Now, this guy did not get a shipping discount because he purchased them 2 different times. They're 2 different listings, but I'm still going to go ahead and send him over just a little refund. For me, it's good customer service. I know I'm going to get an awesome review out of it. This guy's going to be stoked because he's probably not expecting it. So I'm going to send him a little message that just says, hey, I just wanted to let you know I went ahead and put your items together in the same bag. I'm sending you over a little combined shipping discount because I also have in my disclaimer at the bottom of my listings, combined shipping discount. I sent you over a little bit of refund. You should be seeing that soon, and your item's on the way. Let me know if you have any problems or anything, and I can tackle them. Thanks so much for your order. Have a great day. So I just have that in like a little, copy paste or text replacement on my phone. So we're gonna put those in there. Cute little airplane sticker that says I love to travel. I don't know if he loves to travel, but that's okay. He's still getting an I love to travel thing. Rose says that's considerate. Yeah, you know what? I don't have to do that, but I just feel like that's good customer service. I have been in the customer service business and marketing pretty much my entire life. And so I just know that you always get back what you put out. So if I give this guy a good deal, this guy's going to favorite my store. Or if I give him a discount, he's going to favorite my store. He's going to write me a good review. And next time he's looking for Levi's or anything, I'm going to have him and he's going to purchase from me. So I got no problem doing that. All right. Obviously, this is going to be over £1. So I am going to make sure that we put this over in pirate ship. Duckies, I missed something. I saw you pin something. Did you see my hat sale last night? No, I didn't. Where did you have it on? Did you have it on TikTok or what were you where were you? I didn't see you on TikTok. Me and Arizona do it every Thursday. Yes. So Hustle and Arizona Picker or Pickin', I think it's on now. They do every Thursday. They interview a reseller, someone within the community. I'm assuming that's just who you do, and you get advice for them. Like he had CC Flips on last weekend. I only caught part of it, unfortunately, but I caught some great tips. That they do huge volume quantities, and that guy has so many bolos. So it's great to follow him and be watching those too. I need to get in the Levi's game too. Too lazy. I just love it, man. I just love selling Levi's. What's the importance of the PC9? I keep seeing it mentioned. Oh, yep. I know that. I do know that. I just read about this. Okay, gracious. If you Google, what is it? I just came across this. It's like there is a site online that helps you to learn about vintage Levi's, how to read tags, all the different years they've gone through, and they touch on that in there. And now I can't remember what it is. Afternoon, Mermaid Tales. You missed the squeakies. They're sleeping now. You were live last night. No, Thrifty, I missed it. Hustel's real name. Hey, yeah, you're welcome. Okay, let's take a look here and see what we've got. So these are going to be 3 pounds, 6 ounces together. And we are definitely, whoops, I need to put this in pirate ship. We are not selling those in eBay. I will get destroyed on the shipping in there. So we're going to go over the old pirate ship and we're going to put in our stats and see what we see today, folks. All right. Oh, nope, that is not an address. That is a tracking number. So we need to go back over and click copy. we're gonna ship this out to a tracking number. That doesn't make any sense. All right, so Michael in New York. We're gonna look at that address one more time because holy smokes, I've had some address issues lately. We're going to go to Polybag, and then let's take a look. We are at 3 pounds, 6 ounces, and our length is, drum roll please, we've got 11 by 10. And what do we got for shipping? So we are going to spend, oh my gosh, we made money on this one. So we're going to spend $8.22 on UPS Ground Saver. He paid $17 for shipping. So I will probably keep like 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'll probably give him like $4 back and we'll just kind of call it an even Steven. I'm still making a ton of money on that. I'm still making like $2.50 a pair for shipping, which is going to cover all of my eBay fees. We got these for $1 a piece at a garage sale locally as well. So that is an easy profit on that one. We are not worried about being a little generous and sharing the love on that one a little bit. Now, you don't have to do that. And if you don't do that, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's just how I have it built into my pricing. So if you don't have that built into yours, that's totally cool beans, man. There's nothing wrong with that. No shame in that game. I just have, like I said, my cost of goods is so low, I'm able to do that. Now, the cool thing about this is you can put the same tracking number in eBay on 2 items as long as it's going to the same buyer, not the same address. It has to be the same buyer account. So if a wife buys a pair of pants from her account, and then the husband buys a pair of pants from his account at the same time, and it's going to the same address, you can't do that with the tracking number. Those have to be 2 separate packages. But on one package, one account, you are able to do that. I only know this because I ran into this issue, believe it or not, once with roommates. I had roommates that both bought band t-shirts from me, and they were going to the same address, 2 separate accounts, and I couldn't package them together. Well, I tried packaging them together, and then the thing said that I couldn't use that tracking number, so I had to separate it back out. I had to get a refund, blah, 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 blah. All right, so these are going to go UPS. Make sure you also are separating out your UPS and your USPS, which means post office. When you're doing this, you cannot take UPS to post office, and you cannot take USPS post office to UPS. You cannot do that. They will not allow it. Okay, next thing we've got here is a pair of slippers. I am so happy to get rid of these. I sourced these forever ago. I literally have had these in my store for so long. I think I've delisted and relisted them like twice. They're deer foams. I probably got them for 50 cents or $1 at a garage sale. However, this is just not something I would pick up again, because you can get these brand new at like Kohl's for like $25 or something. So I am so happy that they are leaving my store. This person paid, let's take a look here. I think I might even put free shipping on these, and I don't put free shipping on anything. Yeah, I literally put free shipping on these. We're still going to make money at the end of the day on them, but I am just so insanely happy to be getting them out of my inventory. They have been hogging up space on my shoe rack forever. And my shoe rack, I now have 3 giant, we've got pretty tall ceilings, and I have 3 giant shoe racks stacked up. It looks like an old library. I have to get on a stool and use my G3, my grabbers. I call them G3s. I have to use my grabbers to even get stuff up there. So we're going to wrap these up. I'm not going to be too crazy about it. I still am going to respect them because they are an item that somebody bought, but I'm not going to get too crazy with how I package these up. So we got a little cute little sticker here with some moon and stars and all that good stuff. Anybody else get rid of anything recently out of their inventory that they're like, finally, please go. Please do not ever be in my inventory again. Like, I will never buy these. I got these. Guys, I've had these so long and in my store so long. I think I got these at like one of the first or second garage sales I ever went to. And I have been to thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of them now. So I'm so happy. Thank you for taking these. The person sent me a message because I always send a little thank you after someone buys something. I just have a copy paste message that says like, thank you so much for your order. I'm going to get this shipped out ASAP. If you run into any issues with the delivery of the item, please connect with me at your earliest convenience. Thanks so much. Cheers. That's what it says. And so I sent that out and they're like, I hope they fit. I'm like, me too, because I'm not taking them back. I'm not taking these things back. Oh, Joey, I'm happy to see you. Vicky says, I think I need to start a new TT for a thrifting page because I use this one as a personal page. I mean, here's the thing. If there's anything I've learned about this platform is people like things to be like kind of mixed up. So they like a little personal and they like a little thrifting. I just do everything on this page. I mean, I work a lot, so most of it's work. But I put Jack and Sally's dog stuff on here and stuff. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they'd be cute as in their own TikTok, but I don't know if I got time for that. I have a shipping hub a block over, and I can't drop at UPS and FedEx there. I have a shipping hub. Oh, a block over, and I can drop off. Oh, Adri, I'm so jealous. I do not have that. Thank you for the heart, Vicky. Yes, thanks to Autoposh for relisting my old items. Amen. Yeah, it's really nice to be able to have software that does that, right? Kane and Nut, good to see you. Okay, our slippers. Yay. Get out. Get out of here. Get out of my inventory. When I saw the sale thing go through, I was so happy. And Justin knows when I start to do like the when I start doing that dance, he's like, "Oh, you got a big sale?" I'm like, "No, I sold those stinking slippers finally." And he was like, "Oh, that's good because we don't have any room on the shoe shelf." I'm like, "That's true." All right. These are going to Astrid in Indiana. Astrid, enjoy your slippers. I'm so glad that they are out. I literally paid for shipping on these, guys. I don't have anything in my store. I think I've got 3 lapel pins and a couple old magazines, maybe free shipping, and that's it. I have no free shipping on anything else. But I put free shipping on these things because I was like, get out. Get out of here. We're over you. All right. Now, I think we still want to make money. Let's take a look and see what we got. So we've got 12 by 8 on that. And let's see what these slippers cost me to get to Astrid. Because I'm so over them. Don't pick up deer foam slippers. I mean, guys, we all have picked up stuff that's like we got no business having. It's like when I got those Plymouth pumpkins out the other weekend. I'm so happy to get those done. All right, we are spending $8.29. We are going to make $2 in profit on this after the fact they cost me $1 at a garage sale. Thank you very much. Take them. I'm so done. Goodness. We made a big $2 today on these. I'm always happy when this kind of stuff leaves my inventory. I do have a few items that I have been getting rid of recently that I am very happy that they are leaving my inventory, or that they're leaving my inventory, not because I'm selling them, but because I'm literally going to take them to Goodwill. I have some really old do-it-yourself books that were my mom's that I can't even give them away because everyone can find info online. I got a pair of headphones that I thought were like a 1970s vintage headphone. Somebody actually messaged me on eBay and was like, "Hey, just to let you know, these are like $12 on Amazon." And I was like, "What? They look so old." I went over to Amazon and sure enough, brand new, these things are like $12. I had them up for like a year for like, I don't know, $18, $19. And I'm missing part of the jack that goes with it, which I didn't even realize. Those are going to Goodwill. Like, we all got that stuff, right? Vicky's laughing. I mean, it happens. I want to know okay, pop quiz. What's the one thing that you guys have in your inventory right now that you wish would sell because you just want to get rid of it? Either you spent too much money on it originally, it's taken up too much space, you're overlooking at it. Like, what is your one item? I am totally curious what the situation is in your store. Tell me I'm not the only one. Don't make me feel alone, guys. Tell me I'm not the only one that has slippers, deer foam slippers. Pineapple. I'm not sure what that means. Deer stags, dress shoes. Okay, yep. Oh, all over print pineapple tank top. Yep. If this was like 2021, that would have already sold. NASCAR diecast. I have so much NASCAR diecast. I'm over it, you guys. I literally, okay, I'm with Hustle. You have to see this. I am basically giving this away. I am giving this stuff away. I'm just going to put it up like locally or something. I have a lot. This doesn't even, the picture doesn't do it justice because there's so much stuff. I have that, and then I have big cars. I got all of this at the beginning when I first started doing this. I bought the whole lot for 20 bucks, and I thought I was like on easy street, and we're selling out die-cast cars. Nope. I cannot give. I mean, it's literally like if you comped each of those cars, they'd be worth like $7 or $8 a piece, probably to sell. I'm doing the entire lot for like $48 or whatever. I've even taken offers for like 35 elsewhere on other platforms that don't make you pay immediately. And still, I had a guy that tried to buy them and the payment failed. And I'm like, no. So I think I'm going to end up putting them on Marketplace. They're taking up half a shelf in my room. I also have an M&M's, vintage M&M's lot. Oh my goodness. I painstakingly cleaned every one of those because they smelled like smoke. Got rid of all the smoke smell. They look shiny. They look so great. I can't get rid of those things. I have a variant listing even, and I can't get rid of them. Kids clothing. Joel, I'm with you. Ruth, I feel that. I have more than one, Denise says. Bulk it locally. Yeah, hustle. That's what I'm going to do. I just want it off these shelves, man. I also have so much die-cast I can sell it because they're not selling. Yeah. I work for a company that sold die-cast a long time ago, so I'll wait for it. Nice. Facebook Marketplace was a dud for me. I had shipping on and got banned. I don't know how. Yeah, Facebook's weird for me too. I've had my listings like rejected and stuff for some reason here and there. The last couple things I put up, I didn't. But I've definitely had some weird stuff go down over there. Okay, let's get to our next item here. This is a 2020 Columbia fleece jacket. Do not pick up new Columbia unless you get it for an inexpensive price. And I'm not talking new at tags. If it's new at tags, just pick it up if it's inexpensive. But if it's modern day Columbia, the quality of the clothing isn't quite as good as it used to be. They don't have as many like pull drawstrings and stuff like that. Also, it's just so mass produced. So for me, anything from like 2015-ish on Columbia, if you can get it for cheap, it's worth it. If you're not getting it for cheap, don't pick it up. I know we all want to pick up that Columbia because it seems like such a good deal, but it's just not going to get you what you think you're going to get it for. So this is a 2020 fleece jacket. Now I got this for $2 at a garage sale, and it sold for $20. So that markup is great, but I would not have paid any more than $2. In fact, excuse me, I think the lady wanted like $4 for this. And I gave her $2 because I was like, I'm not giving you $4 for this. Like, I've gotten so gutsy at these garage sales nowadays, guys. I'm just like, how much are you looking to get for this? And they're like, $5. I'm like, I'll give you $2. And then I just sit there quiet and they're like, okay. Like, I don't have time for this. I've just been in too many of them now. All right. This is going to Robert in Florida. And let's make sure the address is correct. That is all correct. And we're going to put this in a poly bag. I have a ton of casino giveaways. Oh, that's interesting. They don't move. Like things that you get like free prizes. Is that what you're talking about? Do you do international shipping? Yeah, I do only over on eBay though. I don't do it anywhere else because it's like kind of a pain. eBay's easy because you can enroll in the eBay international shipping program. So everything pretty much just gets shipped out to like Illinois, I think is where it goes. And I do sell a lot of stuff internationally. Well, probably like 3 items a week. I guess that's not a lot, but I probably sell like 3 internationals a week because I do a lot of like Y2K and American pop culture stuff. So a lot of that goes overseas and gets bought for money too. I sell my bangers. I love selling my banger internationals or banger Y2Ks on eBay because they always end up fetching me more. And people won't like haggle me if it's international. Over on Depop and stuff, they're trying to like talk you down, which is why I mark everything up on Depop a little bit. But on eBay International, man, I can just sell it and I don't ever get like any issues over there at all. Okay, let's see. So this is 1 pound. It's weird. The light just changed here and it looked like the changed in my room, but it's not. It's outside. It just got like super dark. Woo! It's getting spooky. It's like looks like it's cloudy and dark outside. It's probably still like 93 degrees though. Welcome to Texas, baby. My confrontation fear could never be that bold. Yeah, you know what? I'm not a confrontation person either at all. I literally avoid confrontations. Justin and I don't argue. Like that just does not happen in my life. I get like because of some past stuff that's happened to me, I get like freeze trauma. So I'm like, and I can't move. So I don't deal with confrontation either. But I guess at a yard sale, it's like I'm in that work mode. So it's like, I'm getting this for $2. This is what it's worth at a yard sale. This is what you're going to take. We're moving on. So I guess I'm just gutsier there than I am anywhere else. Okay, let's get this measured. We got 10 by 10 on this. And our weight is, I think it was 112. Perfect. Let's take a look at our rates. Yes, they do weekly gifts. Some of us use them. We didn't. Oh, for the casino. Oh, that's interesting. Come and broken out. My dad's a pack rat, right? My dad won't let me have it. We always had issues. He buys beauty products and then complain. And they're broken. Yeah. I get that. Is Joel, is dad like a hoarding? Is it a hoarding situation? Oh, and the stash of Tulare. I don't. Oh, LuLaRoe. Yeah, that had its moment, right? I run into that stuff at garage sales all the time. Now, I've seen people that say that certain prints of that will sell. I don't know what those would be. I don't even do a ton of women's clothing. So for me, I pretty much just stay away from all of that. But I tell you what, I see it at garage sales a lot. Kind of breaks my heart a little bit when I see it too, because I know how much they probably spent on it new, but you know, it is what it is. We all do businesses and sometimes they work out and sometimes they don't. Okay, this is going to go to UPS and we are making $2 on that shipping. So thank you very much. I don't mind doing that. That covered my entire cost of getting the jacket. So it's all profit minus a couple little eBay fees. I can't believe we're still on eBay, man. We sold a lot of stuff over there this weekend. So crazy, so crazy. All right. And then what do we got next? Let's take a look here. You mentioned how many sales you had over the weekend. I'm adding that up right now. We'll probably count. We'll have to count this at the end because I never remember to count before I get started. The jeans sell good, but I only buy them cheap. Is that LuLaRoe? Do they sell jeans? I didn't even know that they sold jeans. I bought from a going out of business sale for $3 each. Auntie, are you making your money back on there or not making your money back on there? Hey, Carrie, just out of curiosity. It's always nice to find out. Okay. These are a pair of pants. Now, this was an interesting one. So I went to a garage sale locally. This was a brand I hadn't heard of before, but everything that they had at this garage sale was like kind of high end. And they're a brand called Hudson. Well, now I know about them. I didn't know about them at the beginning. Now, here's the interesting thing about these. So this is a higher end brand. Like their jeans sell for like $190, depending on the jeans, depending on, right? So everything was really kind of nice at the sale. And I saw these and I got 2 pairs of them. And I was trying to comp them and I couldn't get any reception. So my Verizon here, for some reason, just does not pick up in certain areas on the outskirts here. So I have to really go with my gut instinct. The lady was dressed really nice. They had some really nice high-end stuff. It was a really nice community and a really nice house. So I asked her about them. She's like, oh, those are my daughters. They're really expensive. They're, you know, a higher end name brand. She wanted like $5, I think, a piece on them. I think I talked her down to like 4. I'm glad I didn't pay any more than that because I've had them in my store for a while. These sold for $20. Now, that being said, they are a little bit of a smaller size. So they're a 30, 31. So we're looking for someone small and long on that. They are made in the USA. They're boot cut. I kind of expected them to comp for a little bit more. And they didn't. But sometimes that happens. So we still made our 3-time rule. So I'm happy with that. But when I got home and I saw what they had sold, what they were selling for new, I was like, ooh, we're going to do well with those. And then we did okay. I mean, $20 is not something that I think is doing well. I could sell Levi's for more than that. But, you know, we still, like I said, we still made our 3-time rule. My rule is I got to make 3 times in profit when I'm spending. 4 times is great. 5 times is like, yes. And 6 times is like, ooh, 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 like super happy on that one. Anything above that is like riding that gravy train, right? Oh, LuLaRoe jeans. I didn't even know they made them. That's wild. No, I haven't listed them yet. My depression, anxiety are horrible. Dude, I get it. Like, I am an anxious squirrel. I definitely live that life too. So I totally, completely understand that. I don't normally pick up Hudson anymore unless they are at the 50-cent store. It says blended Oasis. So was it something that kind of had its moment? Was it a brand that was like more popular at one point or something? Like I said, it's not something I had heard of before. I am new in the whole women's clothing situation. So I'm always stretching, always growing, always learning, right? That's adorable. Hello. So they're getting a super cute sticker, and we still made money on it. Like I said, I think I paid $4 for these. I don't think I paid any more than that. So, and we charged $8.50 for shipping. I know it's not going to be $8.50 because I'm able to fit them into this tiny little t-shirt bag. So we are going to definitely make a little bit of money on this one. Okay, obviously we're over a pound. We know we're always over a pound when it comes to any sort of jeans. So we are looking at 8 by 6, and our weight is 1 pound. And then I think I'm gonna do it's 146. I'm gonna do 1.5 just because I just always get a little sketched up. When in doubt, round it out, right? Okay, let's get our rates on that one. Hudson used to be a Michigan-based high-end store. Oh, that's great to know. Okay, interesting, Auntie. And then it's just, are they just not? I saw them online though. The price of the pants was so really expensive when I looked. Now that being said, I got these a while ago, so they've been sitting in there for months. Like, and I think I originally had them at like 30. And then when I delisted and relisted, I adjusted the price because I wasn't even getting views on them. Like that was one of those like, I was just really surprised on that. How do you feel about letting lower valued items, example, 3 $15 items paid $1 each, lot for $40? Oh yeah, I do that all the time. So if I'm getting something for like a super good price, I will lot stuff together. I do it with shorts. I do it with dresses. I just did it with those 2 skirts that I just listed. Those vintage Talbot skirts, those wool ones. I do it with dress shirts. I do it a lot with dress shirts. So if I get like a stack of like Banana Republic dress shirts for 50 cents a piece, and they're all within that same size range, even if one's slim, one's a relaxed, one's, higher cotton. The only ones I usually leave out is if they're Pima, I'll kind of sell them on their own. But if they're I will lot those suckers up and get them out of my store cheap. Like, lot them, get them, go, because they're going to pay a little bit extra for shipping because they're getting all those items. I pad that shipping a little bit, and as long as I can make that money back, heck yeah. Liverpool jeans are the same. Riz Rise is here. Macy's bought them out. Oh, that would explain it. So whenever I see a high-end thing, I need to always take that in consideration. Like, okay, who bought them out? It's like when I started seeing Adidas in Walmart, I'm like, oh, I'll never sell Adidas again. Liverpool, James Riz. I'll have to remember that one. I'm not sure if the jeans came from there. I think people underestimate the power of lotting items. Yeah. Like I said, I lot stuff all the time. It's going to be so much easier. I'm going to lot these. I got these 511 tacticals. I will probably lot these. They're women's 511s. I can either do a variant listing, which takes a bunch of time, or I can just lot these together, get them out of my store, and make a ton of money. I also do it with Ralph. I'll do it with Ralph Lauren. Newer Ralph Lauren, the Y2K ones I like to sell on their own because I can get a little bit. But if it's just like the lower end Ralph Lauren polos, it's not like your $110 Ralph Lauren polo or something. If it's just like a bottom biscuit basic one, or Ralph Lauren t-shirts, I'll bundle those up too. I've even bundled like XL and L together because the size difference is pretty close. Not in the Ralph Lauren polos, it's nowhere near. But in the t-shirts and stuff, yeah, I agree with you. I think that here's the thing, time's money, right? So if I'm spending time on every single one of these items and I'm listing it and then it doesn't sell, and I'm taking time to delist and relist or adjust the price, or I'm doing any of that kind of stuff, time is money. Money is time. So what ends up happening is now you're not making any profit on those because you're spending so much time trying to get them, to sell individually. Lot that stuff up. Get it out. Get it out of your store. I have these. I have a whole bunch of, I'm going to check the sizing on these. I have a whole bunch of these Vicky Sekies, and I'm going to lot them up. I mean, if they're the same size, take them. I got them for $2 each. I will make a ton of money on lotting up those because they're all the same size. And every woman knows when you buy a size of the tops, you buy the size of the tops, right? Okay. All right. Moving over. We're going to go back. I literally can't believe we're still on eBay. This is so crazy. So many things on eBay today. Let's put in our tracking. Yeah. So those Hudsons, they tricked me. That's for sure. I mean, that being said, we still made money on it. It's fine. But yeah, real weird. I even put flared handmade in the USA on those. Okay. All right. We got one more thing on eBay today, and that is our Bionic Metallic Silver. This is a great Bolo brand. If you don't already know about Bionics, Bionics, Hoka, Kuru. Those are the top three. If you can find those out in the wild, they are made for people that have arch issues. They're also made for people that have plantar fasciitis and also have heel spurs. So these work really, really well for people to be able to walk long distances. They always usually have like a really nice tread. I own a pair of white Bionics. I wear them all the time. I love them. They wash wear really easily. Kuru and Hokas are a little bit more expensive than Bionics usually, but the Bionics still, they always sell for me. I usually can't keep them in my store for very long. I just listed these about a week ago. We got these at a garage sale for, I think we spent $3 on these, and we sold them for 35 over on eBay. Plus, I'm sure we've had in our shipping. So we're going to get our foam here and take a look. They had Adidas at the Family Dollar here. Whoa, Auntie. That's serious. I pick almost every Bionic I can find. Yeah, they just sell really well. Make sure in your descriptions too, guys, that you're putting plantar fasciitis, all one word. Also put heel spurs, all one word down in your descriptions. I think that's why I sell my Bionics and my Hokas and my Kurus so fast, is because I put those in there. And you always got to be thinking like, locating a problem and solving it. And I always think of my job is to locate an issue for someone and solve that. So I think to myself, when I look at a pair of shoes like this, who is buying these and what are they going to be typing in looking for a pair of shoes? Dress shoes, party, arch support, plantar fasciitis. And if you have that, you know exactly how to spell it because it hurts really badly. Heel spur dress shoes. Like that's what people are typing in. And so if you put that down in your description, the search engine optimization, SEO for short, is going to find that. It's going to trigger that, and your shoes are going to get shown before anybody else's. I was scheduled to have surgery on a tear, got myself a pair of Hokas and canceled surgery. Yeah, the Hokas are great. I do Kurus and Bionics myself. The Hokas, for some reason, for me, the bottom base of the shoe is so wide that something about my stance, I click when I wear them. So I go with the Kurus and the Bionics, but that's fantastic. Vintage store, I mean, anytime you cannot have to get something done in surgery and you're able to just fix that at home, it's amazing. Now that I've had heel spurs and gone through that whole thing, I have a whole new appreciation for people that have to deal with that. That is no joke. That is a serious situation and very, very, very painful. I couldn't walk on my feet for like almost 4 weeks. I had a really crazy time, guys. About a year, I guess it's been on Halloween, it'll be 2 years. I fell and herniated a disc in my back severely. I completely 100% compression crushed it. And so I was immobile for a very long time, and I was doing physical therapy and I was on a walker and stuff. But because I did that, all my tendons got really tight. I also have a nerve thing that I deal with. I mean, this is all probably TMI, but I'll share anyways. And I was just in so much pain, and I ended up with heel spurs and a plantar fasciitis issue because of that. And so now I stretch every day because I'm paranoid that it's ever going to come back. Oh my gosh, I found a sticker we're keeping. I'm paranoid it's ever going to come back. So I stretch that out every day, and I wear those special shoes. Let's see. Yeah, can't have you clicking. Nope. I thought about getting a pair of hookahs for my back pain. Yeah, I mean, they work really well for that. I never thought of putting that in the tags. Thanks for the tip. You're welcome. Yeah, yeah, autocorrect. I mean, I am famous for typing something in and sending it before it even like goes anywhere. And it's like the person's like, excuse me. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so how I do my shoes. For something like this, I'm going to stuff the tips there. I do not want those tips to get crushed in transit. Then I'm going to take my foam, I'm going to lay it one way. I'm going to take my shoe and lay it the other way. And then we are just going to wrap up. So this is my thought on shoes. If someone spends over $100 on shoes, I am going to 100% of the time send them in a box. If they are not spending $100 on shoes, I am not going to send them in the box. When I first started selling shoes, I was literally boxing everything up. It was taking so much time and it was just destroying me on shipping because I had to keep up with the shipping prices of what everyone else was doing, but my shipping prices were like $2 more. And I was just like, dude, I cannot do this. So I started doing this with the foam on these ones because they do have that metallic finish. I am going to go ahead and just do one extra layer of foam on here just because I don't want them to rub. And a couple things here. One, tell me that's not absolutely deliciously cute. That's so stinking cute. And a thank you card's going in. And we're going to put that in. And then number two, I think we found another sticker for the wall. So y'all know I'm obsessed with flamingos. They're my favorite animal on the planet. Anything that can stand on one leg for that period of time and look that beautiful is just awesome. So we are going to put this up, guys. It's got to go up on the wall. And if you ever see a sticker that you absolutely think I should keep and I can't live without while we're doing this, please let me know and we can get it up on the wall too. So Mingo's going up, folks. Mingo is going up. He is just too cute to not go up there. All right. And then number three, I promised, and I do not remember who this was, but we were doing a live thing the other day. Someone had asked me about my tape dispenser. I don't even know if they're on here, but I said when I changed my tape out that I would show you guys how this tape dispenser works in case you need a stationary dispenser. So I'm just going to move this down here. You can see these are all the clothes we're going to be photographing together later today if you're interested in hanging out. So this is the dispenser. I got it off the Smile store, the old linkators in the bio. All you do on this is just pop this out. This little wheel comes out. You take your new tape. And this fits like all the other brands, like any like Scotch or what is this brand? Duck. What's this one? This is the one I use for boxes. It's like Duck something. I can't remember. Anyways, it fits all those same ones. So you just peel the tape back. I got this tape on Black Friday. Man, I got a good deal. I'm going to be looking on those PRIME days again for that. And then it just pops in here. And that's how easy. It's got the little thing here. So when I'm done shipping for the day, I pop this up so I don't end up hurting my arm on it. And then it has suction cups to like suction cup down onto the table. I also tape mine down just because I'm so rough on it. So this is the one, the brand is EXCELL. But like I said, it's in the old BIOE in the old Linkater. You can go over to the Smile store and you can find it there. So I don't know if you are in here. If it was you, say so. If you're not here, then I don't know. But I just remember somebody asking about changing the tape and if it was easy. So I was like, well, next time I got to change the tape, I'll show y'all. Okay, so this goes in here. This is going in a poly bag. We've got our foam and we are going. Vintage Store says, I love it. Yeah, I got so tired of this thing. First of all, I was literally destroying my fingers on this. But second of all, every time I had to tape, pick it up, get tape, do that, set it down. Pick it up, get tape, set it, do it, sound. It's like 1 second, 2 seconds, 1 second, 2 seconds. Like how much time in my life was I spending picking this thing up and getting tape? I'm like, I do not want to do that. I love efficiency. I do not like things that take me extra time. So, all right, let's get these weighed. These are going to be over a pound, obviously. So we are definitely going over to Pirate Ship for this, and we're going to ship them over there. I bought that tape dispenser and love it. Yeah, Vicky, awesome. It's so good. Like I said, it's got the suction cups, but I just am so rough on it that I just tape that sucker down. I'm sweatpants fancy, guys. I don't do anything glamorous. I got stuff all over my house taped down. Life is too short. The vintage store. Life is too short to use handheld tape dispensers. I love it. That's the new motto. Tracy's here. Woohoo! Hustle's back. Every day he's hustling. Every time I see your name, that's what I think. Every day he's hustling. Okay, copy that. We're gonna go over to pirate ship. Ooh, I got a fun fact for you guys. I love fun facts. I love anything that's fun fact like. I love learning little weird tendrils of things. So let me check this address here. I have learned I am not we're gonna look. I screwed up on a package. I had to literally refund the person, and I'm hoping it's coming back because my system put in the wrong address. So now I'm looking. I'm spending the 2 seconds to look. All right. Anybody want a fun fact? I need 8 hearts for a fun fact. Because y'all might not be fun fact people. I'm a fun fact girl. I like fun facts. And this may be something you identify with, and you may have no idea what I'm talking about, but we'll find out. Okay, so this is 8 by 13. And let's take a look at our, oh yeah, we got 8 hearts. All right, let me get this printed out, and then I'll tell you guys a fun fact. Ooh, man, I'm gonna need so much coffee today. I have so much stuff to list. Oh my gosh, you guys. That whole area of the garage that we've been working on getting through together with my garage hoard from the garage sales from last summer, I cleared out. We had cleared out kind of a nice little corner. I think we had gotten through like 4 or 5 boxes together. It's completely full again from the last 2 weekends. I'm like, oh my gosh. It's a hoard. I'm never going to get through it. All right. These are going to be $9.15 on Ground Cubic Advantage. And then let's take a look. I usually do my shoes at like around $10.50. Sometimes I just make up a price. I usually do $5.99, $6.99, $8.50, $8.90, $10.50, and $11.90. Those are like my staples. But every once in a while, I'll come across one that's like $10.62, and I'm like, oh, I was feeling saucy. All right, print this out. Fun fact. So I was watching the movie Pulp Fiction. Is anyone familiar with the movie Pulp Fiction? I'm assuming some of you are. Give a heart, give a like, give us something if you know what I'm talking about. Otherwise, no one's going to know what this is, and it's not going to make any sense. So Pulp Fiction, anybody? Hustle says yes. Auntie, West Coast is here. Guys, make sure you're following West Coast. He always finds like the good places to get inexpensive packaging materials. All right. Samuel Jackson, I want a quarter pounder with cheese. Yeah, baby. Okay, so you guys know what I'm talking about. You never know. I mean, I just said a couple movies in here. People are like, what are you even talking about? Somebody, they didn't know what Clueless was. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting old. Okay, so I was watching the movie, and there's the scene where Bruce Willis goes back to the hotel to pick up his girlfriend when they're going to take off. Now, this is already when he's gone to the store where all the crazy stuff happens, if you know what I'm talking about. And he gets on the motorcycle, and she asks whose motorcycle this is. And she goes, he goes, oh, it's Zed's. And she goes, who is Zed? And he goes, oh, baby, Zed's dead. And I was like, oh my gosh, wait, like the musician? So I got on the Google machine because I had to find out. And I looked up, and sure enough, Zed's Dead, which is a music group, artist, I guess you should call it, I should call it, named themselves after that line in that movie. They also, in that music video, have the guy that played Zed in the show. I can't remember what that actor's name is, but he is in the music video because of this song and because of the name of their band. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's so crazy. Like, I don't know. Yeah, spicy chicken, please. Does anybody know the band that I'm talking about? Hey, Monster. I don't know if anybody knows, but it was just a cool little fun fact. I don't know. I thought it was kind of interesting. Like, it's always neat to find that stuff out. Yeah, that's too funny. I was like, wait, I heard it because I was working. And I heard it in the background because I always have like a movie or TikTok or something on in the background when I'm working. And I was like, wait a second. I was like, that can't be. I was like, did I just hear what I thought I heard? So that was really cool. Okay, that's my fun fact. Anybody else have a fun fact they want to share? I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna read it if you write it because I love them. Okay, did we finish with eBay? Holy smokes. Wow, crazy. Okay. I had someone that was in the middle of buying something on Depop too. Did they wind up getting it in time? Yeah, sure did. Cool. Okay. So let's talk Depop for a second. I know we've gone over this before, but I have such a perfect example of something. And I wanted to read you guys out a conversation I had over on Depop today. So I know some of you get frustrated with Depop because you send out offers and people don't accept it, or they give you an offer, you accept it, and they never pay, right? We've talked a little bit about this before, and I got another offer on something real quick here. Sorry, guys. I always have to, if it's business, I got to take a second and pause. That is just the way that it goes. Let's take a look here. Oh yeah, no, that's not going to happen. I got a $71 vest that they want to give me $30 for. Nope. But I am going to review the offer. I always respond to the offer. I try to take the emotional, like, you got to be kidding me, out of it. And we're going to make a counter offer here. Let's see. I would have offered him 20% off. So that would be 14 off. So that would be 56. Did I do my math on that right? 56 plus 14 is 70. 56. Yeah. So 56 is what we're going to offer. I always mark my stuff up too. This is one of those items I marked up real high so I could do this. And then I'm just going to put in my meet me. There we go. He's going to decline it, but that's okay. We're going to send that out. That's our talking point, right? Okay. So over on Depop, this is something that we've talked about before. And my link's not working over on the old bio-e. Thank you, Auntie. I'll take a look. Okay. So, wait, pause, Riz. I don't know Pulp Fiction facts, but I hemmed Sam Jackson's pants for Capital One commercials. Yeah, baby. Did I break your concentration? That is so cool. Riz, come on. So here's a conversation that we had. So Depop is a social media platform that just happens to sell some items on there. They are hoping people have conversations. They want to create an environment and an atmosphere. They want everyone to come on over and hang out. They want everyone to have a great time and have a little party, because that is the age. If you guys watch Whatnot shows and you watch any of the T-shirt bro shows, which I watch a ton of those because I'm really interested in that demographic of clothing. And they're all like hanging out and they got their own lingo and it's all fire and it's insane and this is that and print and single stitch, double back, twist flips, like all the different things that they say over there. That's what Depop is. So people over there want to have a conversation. So I am going to go to the conversation about these pants. And I just want to give you guys an idea of how this is going to go over on Depop. Okay. And this is going to seem insane that this is how it goes, but this is how it goes. So, question, where are you shipped from? That's what you're always going to get. You are not going to get a hello. You are going to get unphonetically correct information, but that's what it is. And simple answers, straightforward. They don't want any. This is 18 to 35. Their attention span is 0.8 of a second. It needs to be fast. My answer, Texas. I need these by Sat. Would you say 36, 38? What he's saying is I need it by Saturday, 36 or 38. They're an 18 across, straight for sure. So they would be more like a 36 fit. I ship tomorrow. Okay. Lowest you take, Gamble, Levi, fit weird. Okay. Crazy. Sounds crazy. I know what they're saying though. Yeah, they fit true to measure and never true to tags. I get that. I can do 18. That's 20% off. We'll ship tomorrow. How does that sound? Okay. I just don't know measurements. In between 36, 38. He's saying for himself. Measure it, grab a measuring tape, check a pair of jeans that you have, compare the measurements to the listing, pics and description. Just an idea though. Okay, works for you. Yep, send payment shortly. Sounds good. This was last night. This was me this morning. Gonna ship out orders in 2 hours. If you want those, if you need to snag them, now's the time. Cheers, Hey, you leave out? That means, did you leave them out? Yeah, I have them ready to ship once you purchase. I'm headed out in 2 hours to the post office. Okay, going to the bank. Okay, sound good. That's the conversation. That's what it's supposed to be. Depop is a social media platform. Now, I don't want to take all that time to do all of that. That literally took me 5 seconds. That was not a long thing. That was a quick message back. We're hanging out. I'm watching Heroes. I'm having lunch and I'm messaging that out or whatever. So change that thinking in Depop. It is a conversation place and you're going to have a lot of that. Okay. I'm going to hide their names, but these are all conversations I am having with people about items over there because it's an experience. It's a t-shirt, bro. Yo, fire, great, awesome, awesome, awesome. It is an experience. So I hope that clears that up for anybody asking about Depop. Katie says that is so true. Yes, Katie, you and I are on the same page. I think I'm too old for that. Vintage, you and I are probably about the same age. You would be absolutely shocked if you knew how old I am. I know the lingo well. I have a 19-year-old. Hustle. Share us all of the wisdom. Arizona, your ears must have been burning. We were chatting about you. Okay, let's head over to Mercari. We'll do them real quick. I think I only sold one item over there. That's pretty typical for me. I usually only sell about 5 or 6 items over on Mercari a week. It's a little extra money. It's a little bread and butter, but it's not a huge selling place for me. All right, so let's take a look. I think what sold over there was a pair of plugs. Yes, a pair of plugs and tapers. So I bought, this is how my brain works. I went on the Smile store and I bought some plugs for myself that I liked, but I bought the variety pack so that I could get a whole bunch of other sizes. And so now I have them up for sale. These are 20 millimeters, so they're really big. These are the ones that go in your ears to stretch. Punk, goth, alternative, edgy, metal, all that kind of stuff. And then these are called tapers. They're to taper your ear to make the hole bigger. I do that a lot. So if I buy something on Amazon, I'll try to get like a bulk version of it if it's something I know I'm going to like. For instance, like, I'll just take these earrings, for example, or socks or whatever. I'll buy like the huge pack set because then I can bundle up the rest and either sell them or something like this. I can individually do that. So when you guys are buying stuff, take a look and see, like, can I get a variety pack? Can I get it in bundle? Because you can generally make your money back. Like this way I was able to get these for free, right? I was able to get mine for free because I bought other ones. Was Chad talking smack about you again? Oh, you know it, Arizona. Oh, you should have heard what he was saying. It was crazy. I mean, good gravy. Like, are you guys even still friends after that? All right, we're grabbing an envelope here. We're going to get some of our Smile Store envelopes. And I'm going to use one of these for this just to give it a little bit of extra padding. I promise I'm older, says Vintage. Hi, yes and no, Taro. Okay, so we're just going to put these in there. We're not doing anything crazy fancy. I'm just going to cut the top of this. And this just makes an inexpensive way to send this. Now, I'm going to show you guys a trick that I do. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to take the edge here and I'm going to cut down the side. And then I'm going to cut down the other side. Okay. Then I'm going to fold this in and it's going to create like paper padding within itself. Then I can fold it over once and then I can tape it up. I hope that makes sense. So easy way for you to be able to ship your items on the wherever from the Smile Store place. Thank you, Smile Store, for allowing us to do that. How do you decide which platform to list each item on? So I list all of my stuff on eBay first because eBay, I always think of eBay as like the everything store. I mean, you're going to find literally every single item you could ever think of over there, right? So I list everything over on eBay first. Then what I do is just a second. I'm talking and then I'm clicking the wrong thing. Okay. Then what I do is I import it all into Vendoo. So I use Vendoo. That's the one I choose. There's a million of them out there. You just got to find one you like. And then from there, I'm able to cross list. So I cross list everything. So I cross list all the clothing and shoes, anything you wear, bags or any of that. That all goes over on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Some items go on Grailed if they're really hard to find, rare. Nike stuff goes over there. Band t-shirts go over there. Any sort of hard to find things go over on Grailed. Then if it's a hard good, meaning like it's, I don't sell a ton of stuff, but like if I was selling this tape measurer, it would go on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. I don't put anything over on Depop that's hard goods, and I'll tell you why. And you other people in here may have a different opinion, but Depop is really weird about the stuff that they will ding you on over there. Their list of things you can and can't sell on the platform is really weird. And a lot of times, if something looks like another item or it's even close to, they will just literally shut your account off. So I'm a little weird with Depop. I only put hats, bags, belts, clothing, shoes, jackets. That's all I do over there. I don't do any hard goods at all. I don't know if any of the other resellers in here do that or not. But I just have heard some crazy stories about the stuff that they will ding you on over there, and just literally turn off your account. If I lost that, I would be so stinking sad because I sell so much stuff on Depop. All right. And I need to cross out the old label on here. We're just going to go. I'm so fancy. I'm so fancy. This is how I go. All right. So we're going to put this in our bag. All right. And that's going to go post office. All right. You are welcome. Them kids pay good money for vintage band t-shirts. Oh man, it's crazy. Some of the stuff that I've sold over on Grailed and the amount of money that people are willing to pay for that stuff is just bananas. I was watching a T-shirt Bros whatnot show yesterday, and I'm watching what they're selling these for, and they're selling them for what I would sell them for in my store. The difference is it's like $45, $80, $80, $80, $80. Now the risk you're taking over there is if you don't have a big enough following, you are selling stuff for super cheap. So these guys had a really good following. They also, a lot of those T-shirt Bros, they post up what they're going to be featuring in their stores over on IG. They'll post it up over there, and then they get people to come to the whatnot shows by doing that. So they're able to get those good prices. But I mean, I watched them. They probably made, I don't know, the show I was watching probably made $3,500, $4,000 within like an hour and a half. I mean, they had some fire. I'm not going to lie. They had like championship Lakers shirts. They had tons of Looney Tunes. They had West Virginia Tasmanians. I mean, they just had a lot of like tons of single stitch. Like I'm drooling watching this because that's what I'm interested in. I could watch that stuff all day. But yeah, it was really pretty crazy to see. By the way, if you're joining us on YouTube, I see you. It was just crazy to see like what they make over there. Okay, let's move over to Poshmark. We had quite a few sales over on Poshmark. Nothing like totally insane, but kind of a lot for me. I am not someone that usually sells a lot on Poshmark, and it's been hopping these last couple weeks, which is weird. I don't know what is going on with Poshmark, what change I did or what happened. But it has been really busy. The only thing I could think of, and I know this sounds weird, but I was using a different app for my shares and stuff over on Poshmark before. I was using Swift Seller, and since I switched over to Auto Posher, and this might be a plug for Auto Posher, I don't know, but it's doing the same thing that the other one was. It's still doing the same shares and all that kind of stuff, sending out offers and stuff like that. But like it's just been way busier. I don't know if anybody has noticed that, but it's just been super busy. So nothing wrong with that. Okay. Our first thing that sold over on Poshmark today was something I was kind of happy to see these go. I've had them listed for a little while. I got them for $5 at a garage sale, so it was fine. They are a new inbox pair of Tommy Hilfiger Chelsea boots. Now, if this had been like 2 winters ago, I think these probably would have sold pretty quickly. The Chelsea boots don't seem to be selling quite as much now. The style is kind of changing from what I've noticed. And so like I said, I got these for $5. I had them listed for $34, I believe. And I just didn't get hardly any love on them. I mean, I sent out a ton of offers on them, didn't get anything. I actually had someone offer me $26 today, and I just took it. I mean, that was only $8 difference. And at the end of the day, I just want to be done with it. So I was happy for these to go. Let's see, what box are we going to need for this? I don't think they're going to fit in a medium, so we're probably going to have to go with a large flat rate here. You got to stretch my legs, get up here to the big boxes. Oh, no, those are small boxes. Just kidding. We got to go. I just reorganized this whole area of my office, so I'm still trying to figure out where stuff is. All right, let's take a look here. These should fit in here. I hope so. If not, we're going to have to get creative. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So nice thing about selling stuff on Poshmark is it's easy to ship. Bad thing about selling stuff on Poshmark is the fees. They take so much money. Okay, we are going to bust out the old one of these for this here. But Poshmark, man, they just, they kill you on the fees. It's like such a high percentage. What, it's 20% now, I think it is. So crazy. Auto posture has been better for me on cross listing. All right, yeah, that's wild. Blundstone is the exception. Oh, for Chelsea boots? Okay, I'll keep my eye out. So let's see, what did we talk about today already? So Blundstone, and then Riz, what was the other pair? What was the pair of pants you said that used to be super popular, but it's not now? I can't remember what you said. Are these gonna fit in here? Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes, yes, clutch, clutch. All right, now because these are on Poshmark and I don't really care about the weight, I'm gonna go ahead and just use paper on this because it's cheap. Fees, but love that they handle all the issues. I win 90% of the cases on Poshmark. Yeah, I've definitely heard that Poshmark is a little bit better when it comes to like the protecting the buyers. I mean, on eBay, they don't really care. Depop, I've had pretty good luck so far, but I'll be honest, I just haven't had a lot of issues on Depop, knock on wood. Like I said, over there, I'm communicating really well with my customers and stuff. Like we're having full conversations. And so I just tend to like not have issues. And I get a lot of good reviews over our Depop. That's adorable. So that's going in here. We're going to do one more layer of paper. And then we're going to call that Gucci Liverpool, right, Riz? Liverpool. What are the fees like for sellers on Depop? Oh, that's a really good question. I'm trying to remember what it is. So they don't have a full fee anymore over there. It's called a payment fee. On a pair of like $40 pants, it's like $1.60 or something. So they put the fees over onto the buyers now. Not like Mercari. So Mercari does 100% on the buyer. Depop does kind of like 60% on the buyer, 40% on the seller, or maybe 30% on the seller. And I just budget that in and pad that into my pricing over there on Depop. So it doesn't wind up being like, it's nothing outrageous by any means. Thinking of trying. Yeah, cyclist, it kind of depends on what you sell. For me, I do a lot of Y2K stuff, a lot of vintage, a lot of preppy, a lot of skater, a lot of like insane fire kind of pieces. Women's clothes don't sell as well over on Depop. They sell, just not as easily. Now that being said, I sell primarily men's clothes, but still my women's stuff tends to sell more on Poshmark or eBay versus Depop. And Grailed, I don't even bother with women's stuff over there because literally it's like a boys club. I have never sold a woman's item on Grailed, and I had listed like 200 items over there at one point that were women's, and not one of them sold. So that just tells me that it probably is not a place for more women's clothing. Okay, let's take a look here, and we're going to download our label. I have to go, but this was so fun. I will look for you again. I have questions, so I'll be back. Sounds good, Vintage. I'll see you soon. Hey, Crafty Ones and Sandy. Sandy, welcome to the video. I'm happy to see you. Okay, these are going to Radwa in New Jersey. We've had a couple New Jerseys today, haven't we? Okay, and we're going to print this out and then move on to our next Poshmark item. All right, moving right along. What do we have next? Oh, we better mark that as shipped, though. Mark as shipped. Okay, back to listings. The next thing we've got here is a pair of Lucky jeans. These are going to be SKU number, what SKU are they? 781. There you are. Okay, so these are a pair of Luckies. Luckies I will pretty much always buy as long as they are inexpensive. So these have like a nice little boot cut flare at the bottom. They have some horizontal whiskers across the top here. And they are the vertical stitch, meaning that they just don't shrink up as much. So you've got your warp and your weft, which is the two little ways that jeans are made. When you see them vertically sewn like this, it just means that instead of them being kind of like, and this is like the rudimentary way of describing it, but instead of them being crotch hatched like this, where it can shrink up a little bit more, it's more like this and then woven sideways. Riz probably has a more technical term for that. But I find with these, I always put vertical stitching in there. And then in parentheses, I wrote to aid to prevent extra shrink. And so by doing that, it just lets the person know, because a lot of people wouldn't know why that was on there. I think as resellers, sometimes we use terms that are like, oh yeah, your average person's not gonna know what that means. And so by doing that, people are like, okay, if I get them, they won't shrink quite as much. Interesting. Mercari is awful for buyers now. I stopped selling there. I still put stuff up there because it really honestly takes me like 30 seconds to cross list it. So it's not bad. Yes, that's Riz. I do remember that. The Heroine was the Grailed Sister site, but they closed. I remember that. Yeah, that just had a small moment. What does non-vertical stitching look like? Take your average pair. Do I have a pair hanging up here? No, that's vertical. Think of, here we go. All right. So those other ones I just showed you, I hope you can see this on here. See how the lines go down? Like if you look at them, you can just tell the lines are going down. This is another pair here that have, it's like a vertical warp, meaning that it goes straight down like that. Whereas you look at these pair of silver tabs and it looks more like little dots or little chevrons, little X's. So let me put up the two of these. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on here, but see the difference? See how this just looks like regular little X's or little dots, and that looks like vertical. I guarantee you this pair of silver tabs has probably shrunk up like 2 inches. So these were originally, they just say 31 because they're women's, but these were originally probably like a 34 or 32 length. These are probably a 30 now. So Levi's is famous for that, having them shrink up like that. I don't come across a lot of the horizontal or the vertical sewn Levi's, but people like to know it doesn't shrink as much. It's called railroad construction. There you go. Perfect. So vertical is more attractive to the buyer. It just depends on the person. Some people don't like that look because that aesthetic where it goes, railroad. Are you talking about the vertical? Is that what it's called? If more people that are into like MMA, affliction, rocker, biker, we have a nickname called Wisconsin in our house, but I don't know, that kind of blingy Y2KE guy look. They like that vertical look. Your regular average guy, like skaters, don't like that. Like indie doesn't really like that. So it just kind of depends on the person. So frustrated, Posh is suspended. They say my account tied to an account that it was restricted. Oh, that's weird. Have you ever had anything like that happen? I have not. I don't know, Lauren. Have you talked to actual like Poshmark? Have you actually gotten into a conversation with them? Selvage can never be railroad. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, that's good to know. And if you guys don't know what selvage is, just take a look at it online. It is something you want to look for in your pants because you will get a higher price for it. You're welcome. Okay, so these are going on Poshmark. Let me get some envelopes here. I know you guys see me just get into my little cavern caves I have everywhere here. All right, so these are going in. This person is getting a cute little VW bus with a surfboard on top there. We're going to pop these in our mailers. And if you're a newer reseller, you can get all of this shipping supplies. You can get it for free through USPS.com. You do not need to have a business license or anything like that. Unlike UPS, in order to get UPS stuff, you do need to have a business EIN or whatever it's called. Man, I'm going to butcher that because y'all know that is just not my strong suit. Yes, so that was the question, Gracious. Is railroad vertical? Were you talking about the railroad is when it goes straight up and down like that? Like these ones here where it goes the up and down? Is that what it's called? Because I always just call it vertical. Railroad is the horizontal. Okay, so railroad's going to be the one that has the more like, it's almost like, looks like little X's, like chevrons. You would think that would be called railroad because it's like straight. That's what I would have thought. They are over there just hidden. You show your number. Oh, you're not talking to me. You can also use your social for UPS rather than EIN. Oh, Jennifer, that's good to know. I did not know that. So thank you for letting us know. See, we are all better together, you guys. Better together. Okay. All right. Let's take a look here. So these are going to Dawn in Connecticut. And I always double check on that because I feel like, did I download that funky? Did we download it funky, kids? We're about to find out. Nope. Okay. So Dawn in Connecticut, we're going to print out here. And your awesome pants will be on their way. Riz, I got to make a video. It's about the cutting pattern. Riz, please do that. Please tag me in that so that I can repost it too. I need you to do that, please. Erica, I am happy to see you today. Welcome to the party. We are hanging out and it's fun. That's what we do. All right, mark as shipped. This is going priority. We're getting full bags now, kids. All right, we are still on Poshmark. I can't believe we sold this much on Poshmark this week or this weekend. Okay, next thing here is something I was kind of happy to get out of my inventory. It was $1 pickup. It's a little 2019 Nike zip up. It's just kind of a tough color. So it's got a little hood and everything, but it is like a really interesting green. It's just not something that a lot of people would buy. It's like an olive green. It's a very strange green. I'm not saying it's not pretty. It's just a strange green as a men's hoodie. If it was a women's hoodie, I think it probably would have sold a little bit easier, weirdly enough. I picked it up for $1. It sold for $11. Didn't make a ton on this one, but I can get it out of my store. It has been delisted and relisted 3 times. So I am more than happy to be done with that. And like I said, I spent $1 on it. All right, so we got a little whale here, cute little sticker. And let's get this package up. I was watching Surf's Finds. If you guys don't follow him, he's great. And I was noticing that he uses his shipping label to fasten down the front of his priority bags. And I don't know why. I just never thought of doing that. Like how I've probably seen other people do it. I just never thought about. I still tape down my sides on these because these like Tyvek slippery ones just always seem to open up. But I just thought it was so strange that I had never seen that before. I was watching him, and it was just one of those, like, that's why it's so important to be like in this community and watching each other. Like you guys are on here because we're giving each other tips. I got to watch him do that, and I was like, dude, how have I not been doing that? Like, I could totally save myself tape on that. Like, hello, McFly. All right, so this is going to Lauren in Maryland. Funny enough, it's actually going to a female-centric name, so maybe she's going to wear it. It just does not look like, it is a man's hoodie. It just does not look like a guy's hoodie, or typically what a guy's hoodie would look like. So, all right, so this is going priority. Putting that here. We are definitely getting full on our bags, guys. All right, what do we got next? I think that might be everything on Poshmark. Yes. Oh, we got to mark that as shipped. Got to mark it. It doesn't count if you don't mark it. Okay, over to Depop. Oh my goodness, guys. We're going to get through this together. I just know it. Okay, let's see. We don't have that many on Depop. Like I said, eBay outdid Depop like a lot, which is crazy. That just never happens to me ever. But if eBay was doing something, a new push or something, they could have ended up in SEOs and metrics that pushed out their site more this weekend, which could be why that's happening. Okay, first thing we've got here. Hey, babe, Justin, can you hear me? Hey, Just. I just sold a pair of pants on Depop. Can you grab those for me? Please and thank you. Thanks, babe. Okay, so the first thing we've got here is a pair of jeans. Surprise, surprise. I know it's so crazy that she'd be selling jeans. And I think it's this pair here. So I have a little trick I do over on Depop. I always put the SKU number in the listing itself. And the reason I do that is because if I go down to description, I can see which pair it actually is. I could go on Vendu and I could look and go through all that, but it's just easier for me if I just look inside of the actual listing. Ooh, Depop is being slow today. That's interesting. I was a little slow on sales this weekend, and their website is a little bit slow today, which tells me they could be pushing out an update or something, which could be why I am having issues with this. Okay, so I believe these are a little pair of Miss Me's. I sell a ton of Miss Me's. These have a couple interesting things to it I wanted to show you. These will help you if you are having a hard time selling Miss Me's. There's a lot of Miss Me's for sale that people are either asking outrageous prices for. Please do not look at those. But they're not putting the correct information down. So Miss Me people are looking for very specific things. They are looking for what kind of bling is back here. So these are called pyramid studs. They can also be called punk studs, but I would also put pyramid. Is it sequin? Is it glitter? Is it thick stitch? Is it pyramid studs? Is it rivets? What is it? Make sure you put that in your description. Number 2, very important. What is the bottom like? Is it flare? Is it boot? Is there any distressing on the bottom? How wide is this in comparison to the rest of the jean? Very, very important. Next, does it have any sort of horizontal whiskering or whiskers in the front here? That's the lived in, worked in look. There's even new jeans now that they're coming out with that already have that in there. I've been seeing a lot of the new jean styles that are coming out, and they are literally making it look like this because everyone wants that worn in grunge aesthetic look. That's the next. Next, what is on the front? Are there studs? Are there rivets? Are there other bling? What is up here? Very important for you to list that. And then last but not least, is there any sort of whiskering on the back? So the typical places you will find whiskers for on Miss Me's or any of these kind of bling Y2K aesthetic jeans is going to be on the backs here. So this is whiskering here. A lot of times on Miss Me's, you'll find starburst whiskering, which is where it's a little bit here and then it'll come out like this, almost like a starburst. This is more of a sideways or a horizontal whiskering on the back. But make sure you put that in the description. So this is a starburst on this side, and then this side would be more of a slant whisker. So this is a starburst whisker, slant whisker. Make sure you put that in there. Those are all important things. If you get all that in your Miss Me's, and then you do a ton of descriptive words, these will sell, and you will get anywhere between I usually get anywhere between like 20 to 30 for my Miss Me's, depending on the size. These ones I got $20 for over on Depop. I don't really have to pay any fees. So it's really more like getting like a 23, selling them for 23. They were missing one of the studs. So I did discount them down a couple dollars because of that. Because I don't want the complaint. I put in there missing one stud, priced accordingly. I don't want someone messaging me and being like, I had a pair of shoes I sold once that had like 10,000 little tiny rhinestones on them. One rhinestone was missing and I got a message about it. So I always make sure I put that in there now. What are the descriptive words? Well, let's take a look here because I know that I'm probably going to get that question. So some of the descriptive words I use for Miss Me's, I'm just going to take these for instance, and we'll take a look at them and I'll read them out to you. So this is what is at the bottom of my description. Punk, Western, biker, moto, bike life, biker core, classic rock, concert, edgy, rock, rocker chick, one word, Y2K aesthetic, not Y2K, Y2K aesthetic. I'm not claiming they're Y2K. I'm claiming the aesthetic is Y2K. Bratz, Paris Hilton, one word, 2000s. That is why these sold. So if you're having issues with your Miss Me's, or any of these kind of bling jeans, it's just because you need to get those words in the bottom of those. $1 and a 10 is a great thing. Ads man, high five to you. Ding, exactly. Exactly. I need that tape to go all the way across. I know, but that's with the tag. I'm like, I'm saving myself this much tape. If I send out 300 packages, that's this much tape times 300. I'm saving myself a whole roll. That's like $4. Y'all know I'm pretty pinch it. Hey, Aaron and Craig. Hey, Unrelated Worldwide. Okay, let's get these. These are over on Depop, so they are going to go into a bag, and we will be shipping these out via pirate ship. Oh, this is cute. Just a little leaf. Very cute. Reminds me of the Monstera plant that I can't seem to grow. Oh my gosh, guys. I need to come to terms. I need to come to terms with something. I am not a gardener. I am not a plant person. Man, my mom could literally look at a plant and it would grow. I am like, I'm either giving it too much love. I'm not giving them not enough love. I'm dealing with gnats. I'm doing mosquito stuff. I'm trying diatomaceous earth. I'm watering too much. I'm watering not enough. It's too much love. It's not enough love. I just need to come to terms with it. I got a little arrow garden for our basil because we eat a ton of pho in our house. But man, I just need to come to terms. I am not a plant person. It's so sad. Like, Mom, I know you're disappointed, but hey, I've tried. Does anyone else who's got a green thumb? Question, who's got a green thumb and who doesn't have a green thumb? Because I obviously do not. And like I said, I just need to like come to terms with it and get over it or something. I want the plants. I think they're beautiful. I got prayer plants. I got aloe. I got monsteras. I got these palm tree things. I've even named them all the characters in the Game of Thrones. I talk to them. I talk to the plants in the morning on my coffee. I'm like, Sansa, you're looking beautiful. Like, I'm telling my Marjorie, you're really growing. She's the prayer plant. I can't do it. What is happening? I've become a great gardener the past 2 years, but I got a really rare plant and it died out, Pinky. I'm so sorry. Hustle, it's my brain's falling now. Maybe try that plant app that tells you. Maybe I need that. I don't know, man. It's so sad. Green thumb, gracious is a green thumb. My whole backyard is a fruit forest. I do great with pothos, but with tropical plants, no. I don't even know what that means. Is international shipping easy? It scares me. Seems like a hassle. On eBay, it is, go. You just enroll in the international shipping program. If you just Google it, you'll find articles on it, and then you can just enroll in it. It's free to join. And I just go about it that way. You love them too much. I think that's the problem. I treat them like I do my dogs, who they live on pedestals and get carried around the house and on different pillows. Like, it's a problem. I'm like you. I feel like there's always bugs flying around the nest on plants. I finally got rid of them. I got rid of the gnats. I mean, if you guys even knew the stuff I had to go through, I wound up even getting new soil. I did a diatomaceous, but I think I put too much diatomaceous because now it's drying out the roots. Same. My mom has fruit and veggies growing in the backyard. Man, nope. I unlike fake plants. There's some plants you have to set it and forget it. Maybe that's the thing, Dainty. I'm just loving on them too much. I've gone overboard now, and they're not loving me. It's just I just want them to be beautiful. I want them to love me. Gosh, I don't know what the problem is. Like I said, my mom had this like way with birds would come sit on her, butterflies would come sit on her. I mean, she just had nature. She was like a naturey lady. And I don't know, man. I'm more of a computer person, I guess. But I want the plants. They just don't want me. And I don't want to have to get fake ones. That sounds weird, but I like having the green. I have a little area set up for when I paint and stuff and do art. And I like having it over there because it feels cool. But man, it's just I'm having a rough time with it. I've probably spent $100 now. Here I am over here trying to save 50 cents on shipping. I've probably spent $100 on random plant stuff now. These are going to Aiden in Massachusetts. All right. Massachusetts in the house. And these are going UPS Sure Post, which saves us a ton of money. So let's see. We spent $8.27 on shipping. I probably paid $8.50 for these. Or they paid $8.50. So we made a little bit of shipping. So that's fantastic. We're going to mark as shipped. We're going to put in our information here and moving right along. All right. Oh, goodness. All right. We got anybody over on? No. Okay, good. Hi on YouTube. I see you. I'm not ignoring you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I will pop over from time to time. Okay, this is going to go in our this is UPS, right? Yep. Plants are amazing for the air quality. I know, that's why I want them. Keegan's here. I get the bulk of my plants off the clearance rack at stores. Yeah, I got these from the clearance rack too. Unfortunately, they become high maintenance. I have over 70 houseplants. They thrive on borderline neglect. Dude, I have 4 and now they don't like me. So I think I have loved them into not loving me. All right, next thing we've got here is a pair of, what are these? These are our Levi's. So this is a little pair of older Levi's. These are going to be let's take a look at the year on these. They got the black bat wing. So they are a little bit older here. What do we got? These are 2012. So not technically vintage, definitely post Y2K. And we're going to get these wrapped up. A little distressing on the bottom, a little faded. Definitely. I know it seems weird that someone might like their Levi's to have a tag that looks like that, but like the person that's getting these wants to wear them out to an event this weekend, but they want to make them look like there's something they've had for a very long time. They don't want them to look like they're new pants. So you find a lot of that over on Depop. Okay, is this the right one? Let's take a look here. So these are the American Eagle ones. Okay, so these ones here. These are the Levi's, and these are button flies. Let me just double check. I have been really double checking my pants lately because, yeah, okay. And button flies. I mean, if it's button fly, pick it up. You're nuts if you don't. Button flies always sell. And these for each cents, and a little spray. I might need a little spray. Do I have it in here? Where's my? No, I don't have it in here. They're not getting it. All right. Sometimes I like to just do a little freshy smell, but I'm not even going to hassle it. Okay, putting these in here. And what are we getting this guy? Ooh, Vicky, this one's for you. That one's for Vicky. Vicky, here's your star. I get the bulk of my plants. Oh, we already read that. I have them all hanging from my ceiling like a jungle. Cyclist, I'm so jelly. I'm so jelly. I can't make plants live. They are so angry at me all the time. They just look at me with like disdain and mistrust. And I'm like, you guys, I've named you. I love you so much. Like, why won't you love me? You hate my body. What's wrong with you? And no, they are just not interested. But like you said, I'm probably giving them too much love. I probably have now created a situation where they're like, you've waterlogged me. It's too much love. I'm like smothering them. I'm like stalking my own plants. Okay. These are going to Amir in, looks like Pennsylvania. And we are going to go with our length on that is going to be, it's not a 12er or a 10er. That's 11. So we're going to go 11 by 9. And they are 1 pound, 12 ounces. The button flies usually want it being about 1 pound, 12 ounce. Because the extra hardware in there does increase it. Otherwise, they're usually like 1 pound 6 ounce to 1 pound 8 ounce, depending on the size. Of course, if you're getting into like the bigger sizes, then they're going to be a little bit more. But all right, so $8.22. He paid $8.50, so we made 30 cents on shipping. And I got these for $1 at a garage sale as usual, and they sold for $18. So not bad at all. And then, of course, we got a little Depop fee, a little boosting fee, all said and done, out the door. 15, 14. We made $14 in profit, plus 50 cents. We made $14.50 in profit. Not bad. I like that. I like $14.50. $14.50 times 20 items, shipping or whatever. That adds up real fast. All right, and we are going to go here, and then I think we got one more item over on the old top of the Depop. Man, the UPS lady's gonna see me coming again. She always goes, "Oh, busy weekend, huh?" I'm like, yeah, busy weekend. It's like, "Oh, you always come in here with so much stuff." I'm like, I know. It's pays the bills. It's probably like, what is this person even doing? Why are they shipping so much stuff? All right, marking as shipped, and we are UPS on that, paste and done. Okay, and then I think this is our last one here. Our last item is a little vintage pair of pants. These are a 1990s American Eagle button fly. Again, guys, never snooze on the button fly. They will always sell. And that's what these look like here. And cute little horizontal. You can tell that they are 90s by the tag. It's got the old horizontal beefy tag there. You can also tell by these tags here. I mean, this one's even paper. They literally don't do that anymore. And then look at this old school American Eagle. They like, it's like, listen. it has lived a life for sure. This color here is called Stone Wash, by the way, for anyone that's looking at it. It probably on your screen looks like a regular light wash, but this is actually technically Stone Wash. And they do really well. Make sure you get Stone Wash in a listing if they're stone washed, because they'll sell well. So these sold for $15. I got these for $1 at a garage sale as usual. That is our jam and our jelly. I mean, when I pay, it's interesting. It's gotten to the point now where when I pay more than $1, I remember it more than when I pay $1, because I'm like, I can't believe I paid more than $1. I would not make it at a thrift store these days. I just have gotten too spoiled with the $1 garage sales. Okay, these are going to Colette in Maryland, so that's interesting. Both places are getting jeans. Starting to get a little cool that time of year, so that makes sense that we're going to start selling more and more jeans. I have a feeling by the end of winter, my entire jeans stack will probably be bought out. Shorts, all my shorts that are on there, they'll still sell because you got people that live in warm places. I mean, I live in Texas. It's pretty much warm here all year except for one day of the year. So I live in shorts. You guys will probably see me in shorts all through winter. So it's you don't have as many people to sell to. Adorable Jeep. How do I know all these folks come over here to watch this charity? I actually told it to. Yes, Southern. Yeah, you did. Are they Levi's premium? I struggle with Levi's. No. So with Levi's cyclists, the trick is older ones are always going to sell better. New ones still sell. You need to date stamp them. So if you don't put in your listing the date, the year of those jeans, they're just way less likely to get bought. So on all my Levi's listings, first of all, I've got a ton of trigger words at the bottom. And descriptive words, keywords. I also make sure I put the date in the title because people want to know, is it old or it's new? And the reason for that is because there's so many people claiming things are vintage now, but they're not actually vintage, or they're saying that things are Y2K, but they're not actually Y2K. They're just putting it in a listing. It's like when the word rare used to be rare and now it's not as rare. It's that kind of situation. So if you put the date at the beginning of your listing, and this goes, guys, for all jeans. If you can find the date, a shirt, anything, if there's a date on it, you better bet your britches I'm putting that on the listing, and I'm going to put that at the very beginning. I know that's controversial, and a lot of people will say to put the brand first, but I am putting the brand in the title. I'm putting the brand in the specifics. I'm putting the brand down in the description. I already have the brand in there 3 times. So I need to get that date in there. That date is so important. And I sell, you guys know, if you have ever followed me on here, you can attest to the fact that I sell a ton of jeans. And it's not just Levi's. I sell a ton of all jeans. And I really do think it's because of the date that's on them. I'm really specific with the wash if I can be. So is it stone? Is it acid? Is it double stone wash? A lot of that kind of stuff really makes a difference. Where's the distressing? Is there whiskers? And then those keywords in there. Thank you for the hearts too, by the way. Annie, I'm happy to see you. I was watching your videos. Annie was shipping out some stuff on Poshmark today, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, Kennedy. All right, let's get these on our scale here. So we are looking at 1 pound, 10 ounces. Again, button fly is going to be always around that weight. So when you're deciding what to put your flat rate shipping for, take that in consideration. The jeans that have button fly is always going to be a little bit more expensive to ship than your ones that don't, just because the hardware that's on them. Okay, and then our length on that is going to be, where are we at? We are at 11 and 9. And then we are at 110 going to Maryland. I expect these to probably be about 820 would be my guess. Let's take a look here and see what we see. Ooh, nice. 794. So we charged 850, so we're making about 60 cents on that as well. All right, let's get that printed out. And then I'm also going to look back through and make sure that we don't have any other things that have sold. Because every once in a while that'll happen to me where I'm in the middle of shipping and it's like, oh. And then I missed one thing that happened a few weekends ago with a pair of fishing pants. I was like, man, I wish I would have noticed that. Taking a look in Mercari. Do we have anything else? Doesn't look like it. I'll check Grailed, but man, it's just never going to happen. And whatnot. I doubt it because I don't do shows on that. Perfect. All right. I check anyways though, because I actually had a pair of pants sell and whatnot. And I didn't notice it for almost a week because I didn't realize that they were even on there. So I start checking. I usually sell like a couple items a month on there. I don't do shows though. So yet. Someday I'm going to budget that into my time. I just don't know when that's going to happen. All right. Printing this out. And then we will copy and paste that. And we will get that in here. All right. Let's take a look and see how much we shipped out. So we had one item that was a duo. I think we had the one guy that was a repeat buyer. I put that in 2. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. No, that wasn't 1. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So 17 things go out. This is everything that sold from Friday night until today. So not bad. That's an average of like what? It's 5, 10. I would say probably 6 things Saturday, 6 things Sunday, and 4 things on Friday, something like that. Does that even mathematically add up? Who knows? But hey, great info on the jeans. Hey, no problem, James. Anything I could do to help. We were listening to wedding songs, so I told them for more entertainment to come watch you. I love it. I love it, Southern. Oh, Daredevil, I'm happy to see you. I'm just getting off. I'll be back on again, guys. So I'm going to put a little video up after this. I will be back on later today. We have lots and lots and lots of stuff to photograph. I'm out of pictures, so we're going to be doing some, Y2K. We got some Y2K Abercrombie and Fitch. Of course, we've got jeans. We got tactical 511s. We got a lot of I think we got some Pearl Snap, Wrangler stuff. What else do we have today? A lot of North Face, a lot of Gorp core stuff. We're headed into that time of year. We've got, it's a variety of stuff today. I want to get the rest of these fishing shirts up before the season's completely over. Got some puffers. So nice little variety of stuff. It's got some vintagey Liberty overalls to get up as well. So I'll be back on later when you get off here. I'm going to make a video. It'll have a little register thing on it. So you can click on that. That way you'll get a reminder later today. So you're not like, oh no, I missed it. Come hang out. Come hang out with me. It gets so lonely in this room. I want people to talk to. So I appreciate you guys coming in. Thanks for the 5.6K hearts. Thank you for the shares. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the information. And I'll see you guys a little bit later on today. All right. Bye, everybody. And if you are joining us on YouTube, I will be back on later live streaming, taking pictures. So thank you guys so much for coming in. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great beginning of the day. And I'll see you a bit later on today. All right. Bye, everybody.